Hi, everybody. Welcome to Meet the Teacher Night. I'm Jeanette Sachs. I'm your child's English teacher. And I'm just going to go through a few things with you. So bear with me for 1 second. Okay. Welcome to the 2021 school year and English 11. I will be including this slideshow in Google Classroom. If you want to go back and look at any of the slides, if I go too quickly, you can always go back to it. Okay, so basically the course focuses on New York State Ela Standards. And if you need to take a look at that, there's a link in this presentation that you can go to take a look at what the ELA standards are. There is a midterm in January, and there will be a Regents in June. I know over the last couple of years it's been a little wonky with the planning of these tests, but I'm fairly certain there will be a Regents at the end of this school year. Okay, to reach me, the easiest way to do it is through Parent Square. It's like a text. I get it immediately, and usually I'll respond within a couple of hours, depending on whether or not I'm teaching or if it's the weekend or whatever. But that's the quickest way to get me. But you could also email me, jsachs@eischools.org. I have that included there as well. You can still call the school like the old-fashioned way. That's fine. You're welcome to do that. It just takes a little bit longer for me to get those messages because I only check my mailbox once a day because I'm busy in my classroom all day long. Google Classroom. I feel like last year the focus was Google Classroom, and I will still have a Google Classroom, but we're not going to live there. What I mean by that is all the work, well, pretty much all of the work will be posted in the Google Classroom for anybody who missed something during class or was absent during class or is quarantining. The assignments will be in there and the materials will be in there, but I'm still hoping that kids will get back to pen and paper and hand me in things physically in class, and I will also be providing physical handouts to them in class. The Google Classroom this year is more of a backup for me. Other teachers are doing it differently. Okay, I have your kids all set up with this noredink.com site. Okay, it is a wonderful site to learn grammar. And I know grammar is not necessarily a fun thing for most kids, but this is very tailored to individual needs and also interests. Okay, so I have the codes there for your son or daughter to sign up, but they already did, and I don't think anybody didn't, but in case you wanted to check it out, you can. Okay, these are some of the things we'll be working on this year, looking at authors' choices and the impact of their choices on meaning in works of literature, determine meaning of words and phrases as they're used in text, determine central ideas and analyze their development over the courses of texts, literary strategies that authors use, how to cite strong and textual evidence to support analysis. They're going to be doing plenty of writing arguments, and there'll be a sustained research project this year in 11th grade. We do it every year. It just gets increasingly longer each year. So the 11th grade paper should be 3 to 4 pages long, and the kids will be mostly working on that in class. They may need to do some work at home, but you'll know about that. Okay, these are some of the books that we'll be reading. Probably some of you guys read this when you were in high school. Okay, we're going to be doing Macbeth. I'm sorry, it says now, but we're not doing that now. We're doing The Crucible next. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The Dead and the Gone by Susan Beth Pfeffer. The Invisible Man by Ray Bradbury. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, and Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton. I base students' grades on quizzes, classwork, and written work. Everything is based on points. Okay, so sometimes classwork is 10 to 20 points. Quizzes are usually 100 points. Writing assignments are 100 points, but I multiply that times 2 because they're sort of like the end game and they're really important. About homework. You could read that at your leisure if you want to go back to this slideshow. But basically, the homework that I give is work that they could not finish in class largely. And sometimes there'll be a no red ink that I'll assign, and they'll have a week to do it. It's a 10-minute assignment. But for the most part, most of the work will be done during class time. Okay, sometimes they need to finish things at home. These are some benefits of reading, and I know that we're all sort of caught up in the TikTok, social media, Snapchat, Instagram world, and I'm guilty of it myself, but it's really important that we all get back to reading text, and it's just such exercise for your brain. And so I included some of these benefits here. Even towards the bottom of this slide, you'll see it even helps preserve brain health and stave off symptoms of Alzheimer's. Okay, so reading truly is something that is beneficial for all of our brains. I'm available for extra help every day after school in the library. That's my duty. So I cover the library every day at the end of school. So I'm there until 2:30. And so kids can come in there anytime. Also during the school day, I'm available in my classroom during periods 5 and 6. And if you still want to meet virtually, parents, just shoot me a message on Parent Square or send me an email, and we can set up a virtual meeting in your child's Google Classroom. I can send you an invitation, and we can meet just like this. And we could sort of have a face-to-face if that's something you're interested in doing, or we can just have a phone call. But please do reach out to me anytime. Okay, so if there's anything that you have questions about, please